सदाशिवसमारम्भाम् शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम् सर्ववेदान्तसिद्धान्त गोचरं तमगोचरम् गोविन्दं परमानन्दम् सद्गुरुं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम् अतः परब्रह्म सदद्वितीयम् विशुद्धविज्ञानघनं निरञ्जनम् प्रशान्तमाद्यन्तविहीनमक्रियम् निरन्तरानन्दरसस्वरूपम्. We'll unfold the word akriyam today. The nature of the source of the universe is akriyam. One of the nature of the source of the universe is akriyam, or free from any activity. Truth is free from any activity whatsoever. So the word Jagat or Sansara, these are the words in Sanskrit which means that which keeps changing. And this is evident to everybody. It changes in the universe, evident to everybody. Everybody knows this. But changeless is the reality. That is what the text says, the scripture says. Changeless is the truth. And you happen to be the same changeless. So when this is the statement, what does this scripture means by this? Because wherever we see, there are changes only. You see the activities taking place. External world you see. The animals, insects, they keep doing varieties of activities. Rain, it is bringing about changes. Heat bringing about changes. Winter, cold, that is also bringing about changes. So all our changes are there. What we see actually, the changes alone. But see the difference between the human being and the other. Anything else except the human being. Sun never says that I am rising in the east and setting in the west. Sun never says. It is the human being alone who says like this. The sun is a fireball staying there, and because of the revolution of the earth, looks like sunrise and sunset. The earth keeps a rotation of the earth. The earth keeps rotating. That's the reason why we have this day and night. Sun does not do anything, but because of the movement of the earth, the day and night happens. But even though it's not responsible for any day and night, sun, but the heat is taking place all the time. That is also one type of activity, without which you cannot think of any activity on this earth. But that activity, there is no doership involved in that. There's no thinking process. Whenever there is thinking, there only this concept of I am doing, this will come. It's a concept. It's not the reality. That's why I say it's a concept. Just a thinking that I'm doing things. We'll analyze this how it is true. There are changes brought about by water, air. We know that storm, then heat wave, earthquake. Varieties of things are there which happen, and they do bring about changes in small way or in large scale manner. Big changes also do take place. Plants, they also bring about changes. And lives, movable life forms, just like the animals, insects, they keep doing activities. You see, they keep doing activities. You know very well. And we also do varieties of things. Human beings also, they do varieties of things. What the scripture says is, you are not doing anything. See, you are not doing anything. And neither anything is happening in this universe also. Nothing has happened, nothing is happening, nothing is going to happen in future also. This is the reality of the source of the universe. And anybody who understands this alone, he can be cool, I tell you. Why? Because change is going to affect you. Any change whatsoever is going to affect you, positive or negative. And if you are not subject to any change, then you are always the same, always the same. There are words which reveal this truth, always the same. Kutastha, kutabattishthati iti kuta. This was Sanskrit. Just staying like that forever. It's just like that. Think of space. It was crores of years back. It was the same space without any change. Today it is the same space without any change whatsoever. And in future also it will remain the same space without any change. And the problem of the human being is, it is fascinated by small little changes what it brings about. You can see the nature of the human species. As a child, when it jumps, starts walking, it never stops. It keeps walking, keep running. It keeps running because it is capable. So the natural instinct, I am capable of doing this. The meanness, I-ness, this is deeply rooted from the very childhood. Child, after jumping one step, it will look at the mother. Look, I have jumped. Whatever it does, it will bring the mother. It will call the mother. See what I have done. So this is what the nature of the human species, and this is the problem. I tell you. This is the problem. It continues till death, and when the body is not capable of doing anything, this fellow cries. because you are so happy when you are able to do things, and when you are not able to do things, you naturally will be unhappy. So this problem being unique for the human being, there is a solution also. Yes, there is a solution. Just like the truth is free from any action. I gave the example of space, where there is no action whatsoever, without which no action in the universe can take place. Just like the space, I am also free from any activity. That I have to discover. From actionless, action cannot take place. So how do I understand this? There is an approach to this. Without a systematic growth, growth here doesn't mean physical growth. You have to grow emotionally. You have to grow with respect to your understanding. Then only you can appreciate this truth. So while doing all the activities, you are free from any activity. This is what the Akriya word, the word Akriya says, free from any action. So now, how do you start? You can never appreciate this instantly. It will take time, provided you're in the right direction. Beginning is see how you're instrumental in nature, in performing anything, in doing anything, how you are instrumental. You're not the authority. You are not the authority. Be sure about it. And then think it again and again, assimilate it. How you are not the authority of anything. So you cannot say that I have done this, etc. Instrumental means you are made to do some things. I have to discover I am made to do these things. Why I am talking about this subject matter? Why? I didn't know that I'll do that. I didn't know. I'll talk about the scripture. Yeah, I had different type of thinking. Naturally, everybody will have like this, but in the scheme of things, I will be like this. I cannot be otherwise. This is how I'm made. I'm made like this. This I have to appreciate. Anybody in this world, wherever he or she is, he has to appreciate he or she is made like this, and it's not anything wrong with that. There is nothing wrong. Whatever you are, it is perfect. Just like the cow is perfect, the buffalo is perfect, the goat is perfect, everything is perfect in the creation. How do you compare with fire, air, water, etc.? There is no question of in comparison. Everything is used for something. It's meant for something. Every object in the universe, it has got its own use. Just like your body, parts of the body. Eye is meant for something. Ear is meant for something. So similarly, each and everything in the universe is made for something, and that is where the usefulness, nothing more. You don't need to do anything more. Similarly, I have to appreciate this thoroughly, assimilate it thoroughly. I am made to become like this. Do you want to become anything other than what you are today? Do you ever want, do you have the desire to become something else other than what you are today? That is how the people suffer. They keep striving to become something better. I want to be like this. This becoming fellow never becomes, I tell you. Once you become something, then you will have another desire to become something else. There is no end to your desire, I tell you. It will never end. Your life will come to an end, but desires will not come to an end. As long as you want to become somebody else, something else, not being happy what you are today. Suppose you want to gain some knowledge, nothing wrong in gaining knowledge, but why being unhappy or you want to gain knowledge? Because somebody else has got the knowledge and I don't have that knowledge. He has got that knowledge and he is using that. I do not have that knowledge, so I feel inferior. Why don't you understand? The other person who knows, who has got this knowledge here, he also has so many ignorances, so many. He doesn't know so many things that you know. You don't discover this. So, everybody is made to do some things. Everybody is made. All over the world, I tell you. No question of religion, etc. Every human being is made to do something. And time also is limited. You don't know how much time. You are never sure. You can take up a project, but you are not sure whether you are going to finish it or not. That's not in your hand. What you understand is in the hands of the Lord. You call it luck, whatever it may be, doesn't matter. But you understand you are not the authority. That's important. You are not the authority. That's important. And that's the beginning in the search of this truth. If you are in search of the truth, that is the beginning. How you are instrumental in doing anything. Instrumental in being here. Why you are not born? You are not born 100 years back or 200 years back. Why you are not born? Because you were supposed to be born at this time alone. You were supposed to be born to this particular family. as you see in the meditation. There are so many families, same parents, male and female. That's what the system. And you are to be born to these parents alone and nothing else. Assimilation, I tell you, because unless you think about it, it will not sink. It will not sink. So you are supposed to be the son of so and so, daughter of so and so. You are supposed to be the father of so and so, and everything is perfect the way it is. And everybody also is perfect as they are, because they cannot be otherwise. It takes so much of time, I think. So this acceptance, it's a lifelong affair. And the thing that becomes obstacle in this is your expectations about so many things. You expect so many things from your body. You expect so many things from other people. You expect so many things from the government, etc. So full of expectations. This is the nature of the mind. This is the nature. But you may have expectations, but reality also you try to understand. Reality is you may have expectations, but your expectations may not be fulfilled. That also you should know. When expectations are fulfilled, well, that is the wish of the Lord. When they are not fulfilled, that also wish of the Lord. And if you are able to digest it this way, you can sort of take a vow, I tell you. Second, take a vow that I will try to become happy in each and every situation, whatever comes. I will try to remain happy. And the way is seeing the unseen factor playing the role. See the unseen factor playing the role. So the more I assimilate this thing, the more I remain comfortable. In Indian culture, there is some text which is called Mahabharata. There is a war between two groups, and in one group they had taken the help of Lord in a given form. So and that group won the war. After winning, they were discussing who did what. Everybody was telling, I have done this, I have done this, I have done this. I killed so many people, I killed so many. This was what they were thinking about their activities, whatever they had done, how much they had contributed in the war. And there was an entity that was there in the flag of a given chariot. That time the chariot, they were driving the chariot in the war. So when he had witnessed each and everything, and he was seated in that particular flag, and let's go and ask him. All of them, they decided, let's go and ask him who has done what. And he tells, I didn't see anything other than a disc moving around and killing people. Disc means a round shaped thing that's meant for destruction, a symbol of destruction. The disc moving around and killing people. I have not seen anybody doing anything. What does it mean? It is called time. Actually, Kala Chakra, the word is Kala Chakra, they say, a time. In time, everything happens. So, everybody is instrumental. They have not done. And they have to discover that they have not done. And anybody who discovers, I have not done, he will remain happy. I have not done, I should know. So, keeping yourself at the level of instrument, that will require your ego to be reduced, because it is the I alone. I comes up. It keeps coming, I tell you, and you have to be very careful till your last breath. This I have done, and I feel miserable when I am not able to do. These are the two situations. When I don't I don't have the capacity to do something, I feel unhappy. I see others are walking around, but I'm not. This happens. Others are walking, so I'm not able to walk because the legs are not okay. So I feel sad. So your being sad is not it doesn't bring about any change to your life. That's the reason why the scripture says, keep tolerating everything without any objection. Maybe there will be objection, but never blame the Lord, because the Lord never does anything that is not to be done. There happens to be one sun, one moon, no two moons. Two moons are not there. Why? This is the direction of the Lord. Similarly, whatever happens in your life, those things were supposed to happen, nothing else. Whatever amount of money you are supposed to have today, that is what the Lord decided to give you. Understand this again and again. So when you discover yourself as instrument in varieties of activities, and you cannot do this without being sincere. I am an instrument in the hands of the Lord. This cannot occur in your mind as long as you are sincere. If it will happen as long as you are sincere, but it cannot if you are not sincere. So I don't neglect in my duty. As long as this body is capable, I will never neglect in my duty, because it's an opportunity. The body is an opportunity. Human body is an opportunity to appreciate the truth, to be free from all the sorrow. If human being cannot know what is the source of the universe, who can know? There is no other instrument. See, there is no other instrument. No sun, no moon, no air, nothing. They are instrumental in maintaining the creation. I understand this. Human being understands this. So, it is not weakness. Being an instrument is not it is not weakness. I am fortunate to have a human body. Be grateful. Just having a human body, I am very grateful. I don't need any other thing. Whatever is there is okay, fine. The Lord wanted me to become like this, and the Lord wanted to be born in given place, and a few things the Lord has given. That's okay. But irrespective of all these things, I am made to become like this, and whatever the Lord has made me like this, I will never object to that. I will never. And similarly, I will never object to what the Lord has made to anybody in this world, any members of my family. So, should have been different, it should have been like this, etc. Imagination will be there, but I should understand again and again, this is how it is supposed to become. Maybe it is painful, and it becomes painful sometimes, whether it is physical and external, whatever it may be, because of the person's affection towards things. Nobody realizes that he or she is going to go away after some time. They think as though they are going to stay here forever. That is the thinking. Even though nobody will say, because they know the reality, nobody will say, but they do things as though they are going to stay here forever. So, that I will not stay here forever is beauty of the Lord. It's not my mistake. I have not done anything about it, and nobody has done anything about it. So, just think what I am telling. Whoever does whatever in this world, how does it matter? So many people have done so many things. How does it matter? The world has been beautiful. It is the same world. Whatever you do, even if at all you say what are the important things, food and water. Everybody eating food and drinking water and living. The rest of the things, whatever they do, that create problem for them. Jumping, etc., whatever they do, you call it dance, etc., that create problem because they think that they are doing something big. The problem, the universe itself is small, but you think that you are doing something big, something extraordinary. You need to become something big. It's a see, you should become big. How much big you will become? Hmm. And at the end of your life, you'll realize that you have never, you have not become big. You will suffer. I tell you, you are already big. You are already big. You don't need to be big. The wave wants to become ocean. What should it do to become ocean? Hmm? The ocean thinks that the wave thinks that I'm small little wave. I'll go away in time. After some time, I won't be here. This sort of thinking is there in the wave. Some learned wave, it comes and tells, see, nonsense. You are not limited. You are not going away in time. You are the water which is the source of the entire ocean, and you are the ocean in fact. So the wave discovers, yes, I am the ocean. How it discovered it is the ocean? Because it left the waveness, the sense of waveness inside it. That I am wave is a thing in the scheme of things, but it is not the reality. In the system of things, wave will come, that's okay, but that's not the reality. It is the water which is the ocean. Similarly, I am a human being, okay. In the scheme of things, I am a human being. I am not a dog, I am not sun, that's okay, but I am the source of the entire universe. I am the consciousness, which is the same consciousness as everything human being can discover. So as long as the doership is there, you cannot understand what is the free from being a doer. You are not doer. The scripture says you are not the doer. You have not done anything in your life. Has the consciousness done anything? You tell me. The consciousness, because of which you are able to think that I will do this, I have done this, etc. Consciousness has never done anything. In fact, in your air also, which is keeping you alive, has not done anything. Without air, you could not have done anything in your life. See? Does the air ever say that I have made you alive, I have kept you alive for so long? No, the air never says, because the system is not there. But the system being here in me, I should understand that because of the air I am alive till now. And as long as the life will be there, it is because of the air. Understand this? So assimilate how each and every moment the air is keeping this body alive. And then only I am able to do something, eat something, sleep, whatever. I am sleeping also because of this air, without which I cannot sleep. So, the more I discover myself as instrument, and because it is difficult, that's why our ancestors, they have given the system of worshipping every day twice at the time of sunrise and sunset. Why? You try to understand there is some other force which is there, because of which all the activities in the universe, they are taking place. So unless you do it for so many lives, scripture has said so many lives, because it is a very difficult subject matter. To appreciate one being free from any activity is the most difficult subject matter, because action is evident. But anyway, if I am free from activity, while doing activities, I should be free from activities. And my being free from activities is evident when I am in deep sleep. When I am in deep sleep, mind is not functioning. I don't do anything. I don't know where the mind is. The scripture says it dissolves in its source. From wherever it came, it dissolves there, and that is consciousness. It's not inert, it is consciousness. And when the mind gets associated with the body, after I wake up, It's the same consciousness which appears like the mind. And the sense of doership also comes along with that. The sense of doership that I'm doing this, etc., start coming when I wake up. I was not doing anything when I was in deep sleep. Then how I am doing? See, just one example I'm giving you. You are seeing this. Uh, you are seeing me in this mobile. Okay, handset. This mobile set, Android set. You are seeing me now. Do you do anything to see? Seeing is taking place. You are not doing anything. I tell you, you are not doing anything. Seeing is taking place. You are bound to see, or seeing is bound to happen. Similarly, you are bound to understand what I am speaking. So you are not doing anything special to hear my words or to see me. You are not doing anything special. It is taking place. Seeing is taking place. Hearing is taking place. You are an instrument. Then you say, okay, I hear, I see. Fine, nothing wrong. But with the understanding that seeing and hearing, they take place. For that I say, I have done this, etc. Does anybody say, I am living? Nobody says, I am living. Life is continuing, that's it. Everybody knows life is continuing. And I should understand everybody, it is same with everybody. Life is continuing. But when somebody does something extraordinary according to you, suddenly this knowledge vanishes. So what a great job he has done, you will say. Living helplessly, moment to moment, you don't discover this. Everybody is living helplessly, moment to moment. And that's the beauty of the Lord. So in fact, when you keep understanding in this manner, you discover that Lord alone does everything, nobody does anything. Lord alone does everything. Lord alone becomes the elephant. Lord alone becomes the sun. Lord alone becomes the mountain, etc. So also the human beings. And then you can understand. And there is no action at all. Just in the deep sleep, when you understand this, there is no action at all. Nothing has happened till now. Nothing is going to happen. Nothing is happening now, and nothing is going to happen in the future also. It's all the same thing, just like the ocean. There are no waves earlier. It was only water. Today also it is water, and future also it will remain the same water. It's not going to be anything different from that. Similarly, the entire universe is going to remain the same consciousness, and it's not going to be any different from that. This sort of understanding keeps a person who understands this cool throughout his life, because he has not done anything. He knows, I have not done anything. Right, wrong, whatever it may be, and nobody has done whatsoever. But this knowledge keeps the person, even though it keeps you comfortable with respect to activities in the society. As the society functions, you function accordingly. Nothing wrong with that. So while doing alone, you are not doing anything. Being wave, you are not the wave. Yes, that's the liberation. That's what the liberation. Understanding the truth. While being wave, you are not the wave. So while doing, you are not doing anything. So this is what the freedom from the clutches of this so-called birth and death, etc. Everything gets solved. I tell you, everything gets solved at one stroke. There's no question of birth and death. The one consciousness being there, where is the question of birth and death? Who is going to be born? Even if somebody is born, it is the Lord alone. So you don't suffer because of your relationship, etc., and all relationship with the body and anything outside knowledge, everything. At one stroke, all the solutions. So this is how it takes place over a period of time if somebody wishes to grow in life. So it is purely dependent upon you. Your effort is required to understand this. And if you want to understand, you have to go the direction given by the scripture, systematically, slowly. You don't have to hurry. No question of making haste, because it doesn't happen that way. It takes your own time. So being compassionate towards oneself, And trying to understand this again and again, a person slowly comes to a stage where he or she can appreciate this. He appreciates. Okay. Rest of the time we'll meditate. Close your eyes, sit straight, look at the limbs, the name of the limbs I'm taking, look at those limbs. Left foot, the toes, left knee, left thigh, right foot, the toes, right knee, right thigh, stomach, chest, back, right palm, the fingers, right elbow, right arm, right shoulder, left palm, the fingers, left elbow, left arm, left shoulder, neck, back side of the head, left ear, the left cheek, right cheek, the right ear, mouth, nose, left eye, right eye, the forehead, top of the head, the hair, entire body. I am fortunate to have a human body because there are so many other bodies which are having life: ox, deer, goat, elephant, so many other bodies are there. Plants have also got life, but that I have got a human body, I am grateful to the Lord. This is good enough. I don't need anything else. Whatever the Lord has given, I accept. But being a human body, having a human body is not a small thing. It is the opportunity to appreciate the Lord before the end comes to this body. It's my duty to, it's my responsibility to understand the truth and remain happy. That's the only purpose. Nobody bothers about what you have done in your life. So let me just put all my effort to understand this and make myself free from all the problems. Each and everybody has to understand this. You cannot make others understand. Everybody has to put his or her own effort, just like everybody eats to appease hunger. Similarly, each one, wherever there is confusion, has to understand this in order to be free. Look how the life is continuing because of the air which is entering into the body unknowingly. We don't have pay attention to that. But from the time of birth till now, it has been continuing, continuously keeping the body alive because it is supposed to live till now. So the Lord air is keeping the body alive. Just see, look at the nose. Don't control your respiration. Mental worship. Imagine any form of the Lord because the Lord is all pervasive. Therefore, each and every form belongs to the Lord. It can take any form. Put a flower at the feet of the Lord, prostrate in front, pray, O Lord, give me the capacity to change whatever I can change in different situations. Whatever I cannot change, give me the capacity to accept And may I know in any given situation what I can change and what I cannot change. My salutations to the Lord in the form of Om Namah Shivaya. Shiva means which is good all the time for me, blessing for me all the time. I am chanting the hymn Om Namah Shivaya, the name I am chanting. You just listen, by listening itself, it is taking place. Meaning of this Om Namah Shivaya. So Om Namah Shivaya is during salutations. Om Namah Shivaya. 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 Whatever you see in the dream, everything is the same consciousness. You are seeing mountain, river, you are seeing human beings, you are seeing plants, you are seeing stone. Everything is the same consciousness. There is no difference between stone and a human being. It is the same consciousness. Just like that, the entire universe, same consciousness. Consciousness alone appears like inert objects and living beings. Just like the one water looking like so many waves, similarly, consciousness looks like the entire universe. I am that consciousness. Everything is that consciousness. Except consciousness, there is nothing. Om Swasti Prajabhya Paripalayantam Nyayena Margena Mahimmahishaha Go Brahmanebhya Shvamastu Nityam Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu Kale Varshatu Parjanyah Prithvi Sasya Sharini Deshoyam Kshomarahitah Brahmana Santu Nirbhayaha Sarvesham Swastir Bhavatu Sarvesham Shantir Bhavatu सर्वेषां पूर्णं भवतु सर्वेषां मङ्गलं भवतु सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतं गमय ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ओम